Hello friends, I welcome back you all to Dr. Amit's classes. Today I am making a video on a standard 12's Vistas chapter number 7 Evans tries O level. यह चैप्टर बच्चों ने कहा कि सर एक वीडियो इस पर बनाइए. Yes, I have kept everyone interest in view and I am making this video. यह चैप्टर मेनली एक डिटेक्टिव स्टोरी है. डिटेक्टिव स्टोरी written by Colin Dexter. In this chapter we are going to study about a sort of clash between wits. Wits का मतलब होती है इंटेलिजेंस, होता है समझदारी होती है. यहाँ पर हम देखते हैं कि वार ऑफ विट. वार ऑफ विट बिटवीन whom? Between a jailbird, between a jailbird and police. Law enforcing authorities who think that they are ahead of criminal are befooled. They suffered insult at the hand of a criminal, of the hand of a thief who is a kleptomaniac. Dear friends, I am talking about none other than the central character of the chapter, James Evans. James Roderick Evans, it is his full name. He is a jailbird. He is not a violent sort of criminal. He is not a very aggressive person. He is a very nice man with nice nature. He loves entertaining people and he is a star in concerts organized on the occasion of Christmas. He loves imitating people and he is a very good actor. He is not a violent criminal. That's why I am repeating. But he is a kleptomaniac. Kleptomaniac का मतलब होता है person who has a compulsive desire for stealing. जिसको चोरी करने का एक compulsive desire होता है. उसके अंदर एक desire है for committing theft. And Evans is the victim of that. You can say he is having that particular disease. Apart from this, he is a very different sort of person. Here we find that Evans, how he has befooled jail authorities. He has already escaped 3 times from jail. Thrice he has escaped successfully, leaving jail authorities in surprise. So now he has been shifted to Oxford prison. Oxford prison is known for its security, tight security arrangement. There we meet a governor who is very much proud of his what? Proud of his discipline in the jail. He is an overconfident man. He works without vision, as a result of which he fails in checking Evans. Evans, who is a man of good connectivity, Evans, who is a very, very sharp-minded man, who is very witty. A man of sharp wit he is, that is well reflected in his well-led plan. How he has been planning his escape. Actually, once he is shifted to Oxford prison, the governor is sure case he cannot befool us. But that was overestimation. That was overestimation, as we find that governor overestimates himself. Overestimation is not way out. What's the most important thing in life? That we are required to take into consideration the every steps of the person who are under us. Governor is not able to understand one thing, that he is getting overconfident, and he will not, he will nip every effort in the bud, but that man was overconfident. There we meet two characters more, Jackson and Stephens. They are prison officers who work under the care of governor. Jackson and Evans are well known to each other. They are warm enemies. Jackson makes fun of Evans' desire for O-level examination. Jackson says, Jackson calls him Einstein, little Einstein, but he has also a sense of kindness and love for him. What happened? That before the commencement of O-level examination, what we find? That he told Stephens, please take away all the sharp things. Don't leave any sharp things, otherwise he may cut his vein and we may be in hot water. He may misuse any sharp thing. Please don't trust. But when the question of his bubble head comes, Evans requests Jackson, please, it is my lucky hat. Don't take it away. Today is my examination. And this hat always been very much lucky to me. Actually, Evans, I have told you, he is a very intelligent man. His every step is well calculated. His every step is pre-decided. You can understand what a well laid out plan he has. Actually, the play starts, we find that play starts with the governor calling the secretary of examination, making request for conducting examination of Mr. James Evans. Governor says there is a prisoner, he wants to enhance his academic qualification. Can you manage his examination? Then secretary asks, what sort of man is he? Then he says, he is a very good man. He is a nice man. Except being a kleptomaniac, he is very good. He has been a star at our concerts, Christmas concerts. He loves imitating people. These things he has. There is nothing. He is not a violent sort of criminal. Actually, O-level is a sort of German course. Evans, during imprisonment, expresses his desire for enhancing his academic qualification and makes a sincere request to the governor and other jail authorities. Sir, please help me. Help me in enhancing my qualification. What we find? That we find governor, I have told you that he is a very kind man. Although externally he appears to be very strict, very confident, but the inner chamber of his heart has an element of kindness. Inner chamber of his heart has an element of kindness for Evans, and he cooperates him to some extent. The secretary of examination says, okay, send him, we will conduct exam. No sir, we cannot send him. It will not be possible on our part to send our prisoner to you for examination. Please conduct his examination at jail. Where will you manage his seating? Yes, examination will be conducted in his cell. That is a sufficient place there. Okay, secretary says, don't don't worry. I will be sending a person. I will be sending a person. His name is Stuart McClary, Reverend Stuart McClary. McClary is invigilator. He is coming to invigilate. Examination has to start. But before that, what happened? That Evans has been learning O-level course for the last 10 months. A German teacher has been coming to teach him. A teacher is coming to teach him for the last 10 months. He has been teaching him. Has he taken this sort of course outside prison, he would have to spend good amount. But here, everything has been managed for him. Management jail authority is paying. Jail is paying for that. तो हम लोग यहाँ देख रहे हैं क्या, इवांस को पढ़ाने आ रहा है कोई. He is a teacher, but the reality is different. मैंने आपको बोला, इवांस is a man of connectivity. He has a good network. He has so many friends who are helping him, in executing a plan. There is execution of a well-led plan, and under that plan, a person is coming to teach him. He is not a German, he is not a teacher, rather he is a friend of Evans. He teaches Evans. There is no interaction in form of teaching. They are just discussing, they are just making plan. One thing I think is clear. On the eve of examination, German teacher says, I am least hopeful that you will be passing in the examination. I am the least hopeful. He pat on the head of Evans. Then Evans says, I will surprise everybody. He will surprise everybody. This we notice. Examination starts, and who is invigilator? मैंने आपसे बोला, the invigilator is McClary is invigilator. Stuart McClary, he is a person where Saint Mary Max. Saint Mary Max एक चर्च है, वहाँ से वो पार्सन है जी. एक्चुअली फ्रेंड, यहाँ मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूँ one more thing. When he comes, he looks fat because he has more clothes than he should have. He has a suitcase in which authentication certificate, letters, and he has also we find that he has a rubber, and everybody is surprised, why have you brought this? He says, oh, this is not. He is suffering from piles. When he has to sit for a long time, he sits on this and he feels comfortable. That particular rubber is containing blood. You might be surprised at how that can contain blood. Yes, actually a well-laid plan is there. Stuart McClary, when he is coming out of his residence, he is caught by Evans' friend. He is bound and gagged. He is bound and gagged in his room, and Evans' friend, in form of Ivan's friend impersonating McLary is coming to Oxford prison. Impersonation is there. मीन्स इवांस का दोस्त मैकलेरी के वेश में आता है और अपने साथ क्या रखे हुए भाई? He has everything required for. He has a rubber that contains the blood, that is not blood of human beings, that is blood of pig. Examination. Governor is leaving no stone unturned. Governor is not in a mood to take any leniency. He is not in a mood to depend on providence. So far as security is concerned, he is leaving none. He is leaving none so far as security is concerned. He is taking so many precautionary measures. But what is happening? मैं आपको शुरू में बताया था कि गवर्नर जो है एक ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट मैन है. ओवर एस्टिमेशन. He estimates himself more than he is. As a result of which he commits mistake. उसको लगता है कि उसका डिसिप्लिन, उसका जो है his security arrangement is very tight. Not even a bird can enter the premises of the jail without his permission, but he is mistaken. Everything is taking place under his nose, although he doesn't know. We find that Jackson and Stephens, these two persons, they are also just believe in carrying out orders. So we find that in this class of wit, fight of intelligence जो है, it is very interesting to read. McLary enters the cell of Evans and examination starts. It's an examination of 2 hours. Examination is going on. During examination, some phone calls come. Stephens is called. There is no phone call from Secretary of Examination. It was the call from Ivan's friend just to deviate the attention of Stephens so that McLary and Evans may do something as per their planning. As per their planning, मैंने आपको बोला, क्या बोला जी? उनका प्लानिंग था. And what a nice plan they are having. It deserves due attention. Further point of discussion हम लोग क्या नोटिस करते हैं? Further point of discussion, एग्जामिनेशन खत्म हो जाता है, लेकिन ड्यूरिंग एग्जामिनेशन हम देखते हैं स्टीफेंस बार बार जाता है और वो देखता है इवांस को बैठे हुए, आके जैक्सन से बोलता है यार वो तो बैठा हुआ है, he is not writing anything, what was the need of letting him give examination? He knows nothing. जैक्सन कहता है let it, we are not required to bother that much. उतना क्यों bother करते हो? What we find? इवांस कहता है कि I am feeling cold, मुझे ब्लैंकेट चाहिए. ब्लैंकेट उसको दिया जाता है. But he was not feeling cold. That was the part of the plan. At due time examination overs. गवर्नर कहता है मैकलेरी को कि जाओ, गवर्नर कहता है स्टीफन को कि मैकलेरी को आप ड्रॉप कर दो. स्टीफन से बहुत खुश होता है क्योंकि न्यू रिक्रूट है. जैक्सन को नहीं कहा, हमको कहा. A sort of departmental you can say rivalry. He feels very happy that I have become so important that I have been said to drop मैकलेरी जाता है, वहां से लौटता है स्टेफन का चलते देख लेते हैं इवांस के सेल में। जब वो आता है क्या देखता है कि इवांस someone is sitting on table and blood is falling down from it. Instead of going closer to the body, he starts raising voice. He is raising hue and cry. मेरे कहने का मतलब यह है स्टेफेंस को क्या चाहिए था? Before taking that much pain, he would have seen the face, who is that man? But no, there is much ado about nothing. There is much talk, but nobody has done a real thing. There is a great activity in the prison. Why that? It is said that Evans has run away from prison after wounding McLary. McLary is sitting in the pool of blood. Immediately ambulance is called. Dear friends, वो एम्बुलेंस रेडक्लिफ हॉस्पिटल उसको जाना है। दैट एम्बुलेंस कहाँ से है भाई? दैट एम्बुलेंस हैज बीन ड्राइवन बाय द फ्रेंड ऑफ इवांस। इवांस का फ्रेंड ड्राइव कर रहा है, अब जाता है उसको लेकर जा रहा है, लेकिन दे हैव नॉट गॉन वेयर? रेडक्लिफ हॉस्पिटल। दोस्तों भाग गए, दे हैव रन अवे। इवांस जो पीछे था वो इवांस था, मैकलेरी नहीं था। मैकलेरी जा चुका था, लेकिन उन्होंने क्या समझा कि मैकलेरी जो है को उंडेड करके इवांस भाग गया। दैट इज द मिस्टेक। फर्दर हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं कि इवांस हैज गॉन टू अ होटल गोल्डन एंड वी फाइंड दैट करेक्शन स्लिप ड्यूरिंग एग्जामिनेशन दिया जाता है। दैट इज द सर्टेन चेंज इन द प्लानिंग था, होटल का नाम वगैरह डिस्कस्ड था। गवर्नर को थोड़ी बहुत जर्मन आती थी। गवर्नर हैज read German, so he has read things, and he reached that hotel before Evans, and he says, Evans, you are under arrest. What we find? We find that story कहता है Evans has a last laugh. Again he calls police, but this time again governor is befooled. Evans के friends आते हैं, impersonating policemen, and again they take Evans away, and governor is left wondering in surprise. What happened? What is this? What is happening? So here we find very interestingly that in this game of wits, इवांस का वेल लेड जो प्लान था that acted magically, and he has very cool-mindedly enacted his plan. So the main theme is here that clash between crime and criminal. It also discusses jail authorities. It introduces some characters who has some demerits. Had governor acted a bit cool-mindedly, a bit slowly, he would not have overestimated. He would have not allowed Evans to escape. But he has committed some mistakes in taking decisions, as a result of which Evans has escaped. And one more thing we find that Evans has a good plan. This kleptomaniac is not a bloodthirsty criminal with a devilish look. No. He is just a sweet look. He is a smart boy. And he has befooled. Hope आप लोग सब समझे होंगे. You must have understood this play, Evans tries an O level. मैंने आपको बताया इट इज एन एक्साइटिंग डिटेक्टिव स्टोरी है ये, जिसमें वार बिटवीन विट है। वार बिटवीन विट, विट समझदारी होती है, इंटेलिजेंस जेल अथॉरिटी और क्रिमिनल के बीच में है, इन विच क्रिमिनल बी फूल्स जेल अथॉरिटी। लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, मैं और वीडियो बनाऊंगा। जो भी चैप्टर हो अगर पढ़ना 12th का, कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख दीजिएगा, इट विल बी ग्रेट। थैंक यू।